guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today's video is going to be a little different than what I normally do. I'm going to bring you guys along to take you grocery shopping with me to kind of show you what it's like going grocery shopping while living in Italy. It's a little different, so I want to show you guys, and it's definitely one of the things that I feel like I get the most questions about. Is like, how is it different? What is it like? What is the food like? What are some of the things that like you see there? Or do they have things that are offered in the States or not offered in the States? So I want to bring you guys along. We're going to go grocery shopping at one of the grocery stores that we frequent pretty often, and then we are also going to go on base to the commissary to also get some things that either like we're just like brand picky about, or that we just cannot find off base on the economy. So I hope that you guys are excited for this video. If you are, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. When we get back home, I will definitely be doing a haul for you guys, and maybe even a little bit of a price comparison, so you guys can see what it's like shopping on the economy, how much I spend and how much I get, versus shopping on base, what I spend and what I get. We just made it to Conad, which is the grocery store that Steven and I like to stop at. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of like a BJ's or like a Sam's Club from the outside, because right over there, there is like an attached like gas station. I think if you're a member, I don't know if you have to be a member or not, or if you can just use it, like if anyone can just use it, but it kind of gives me those like Costco, Sam's vibes from the outside. Something interesting about shopping like outside of America that you don't see in America, except for at Aldi, which if you guys didn't know, I think Aldi originated overseas in Europe, is that all of their carts are attached together by like a little lock-in system. And if you want a shopping cart, you actually have to put in a euro. I think it's like a euro or 50 cents or something like that. Okay, there you go. It pops off, and then you can go in and go about your shopping, and then to return the cart, it's supposed to be like an incentive to return the cart. So when you return the cart, you get your euro back. And then of course, we also have our reusable bags. If I can remember, I try to keep them in the back of the car, but because you do have to pay like, I think like 10 cents or 20 cents a bag, like per plastic bag that you use, which I know that happens in some states in America, but not all of them have implemented that. Here's what the produce section looks like when you first walk in. It's super clean, and that's one of the reasons that Steven and I really like it. I do want to tell you guys though, something interesting about touching the produce here in Italy, and I don't know if other countries do this or not. If the produce is wrapped in saran wrap, or if it already is like boxed up like this in a plastic wrap, you're good to touch it with your hands. But if it is not wrapped up, and I will show you guys later because we've actually got to get some stuff, then you have to put on plastic gloves, and I'll show you guys what like that looks like when we do that. It all just looks so fresh and colorful, and if you look at the prices, it's very, very affordable. €1.30. That's amazing. We're about to get some bananas, and before Steven can like touch them with his actual hands, he has to put on these gloves. There's a little station, you put on gloves, and then you grab a bag. And now even for these bags right here, you do get charged 10 cents. There's like a note right there that kind of tells you that, hey, there's a fee that's going to be charged anytime you use a bag. And then once he's got the bananas, we're gonna show you how they, how to kind of weigh it. Find whatever bananas you want, love. And you see how like these ones are not packaged, these ones are packaged. So I can touch these with my hands if I want to, but if you want to pick out your own, you've got to use the gloves and the bag. And then we'll take it over to the weighing station, and they are numbered. So if it's 1 through 47, you'll click that one. This is fruit, and these are veggies. And for bananas, they are number 6. So once he's done tying it in a knot, and then so this ticket printed out how much they weighed and how much they cost. Moving on to the refrigerated slash like dairy section of the store, unlike in the States where you actually have like a couple rows of refrigerated aisles, here it's literally just like half of this aisle, and then dairy is far down on the other end, and then they only have like one freezer section. So everything is really fresh here, and in the refrigerated section you will see a couple of like pre-made meals meals, but unlike in the States, you do not have like rows of pre-made items just ready to be taken. Here's a look at some cheeses, and honestly, I'm not even sure what some of these cheeses are, but I do think it's funny that here is what they would consider like, is it this one? Or is it maybe, where's the one where they have like the American cheese for like cheeseburgers? I'm not sure, it might be like one of these, but cheddar cheese is actually like not a thing here. You really can't find it like out on the economy, so when we do see it, it'll be like covered in like American stuff, and it's really funny. Something that we realized shopping on base versus off base is that there are still some brands that like you can find off base, like Philadelphia cream cheese, that's probably the exact same thing, but on base, I'll put a picture right here, it is so much more expensive than just buying it here, so we like to grab it from here. Oh, here's another something interesting, is that here in Italy, they do not refrigerate their eggs. All of their eggs are just here on an end cap. They are not refrigerated. So we actually don't buy our eggs from off base. I'm sure they're probably fresher, but I don't know, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. So we do still buy eggs from the commissary, but thought I would show you guys that.
Look at this.
What is that?
I think it's like an actual, like, what is that, like a clam?
A clam or an oyster?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They actually have an entire like fresh seafood section where you can buy completely fresh seafood, and then some stuff that they prepare like every day, every morning. I think that is shrimp. I don't know, maybe crawfish. I'm not positive.
Sure, I can translate it.
Oh yeah, sometimes we do have to use our Google Translate to kind of figure out what things are.
Oh, it's cod.
Oh, it says cod heart. I don't know if that's right. Oh, this one is cod heart?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, interesting. Peanut butter is not a very common thing. I actually think there's only 2 kinds of peanut butter, this one, and maybe this like off-brand one right here, but as you can see, it's definitely more expensive here because it is not a very big jar. We totally enjoy getting our meat off base. I know some people might find that like a little weird, or you know, they prefer to get it on base, but we have found that like it tastes so much better, it's so much cheaper, and overall just cleaner and healthier for you. So we do buy a lot of our meat off base as well. We're actually gonna get, I think, what, like 3 chickens? Here you go.
Thank you.
And it actually took us a while before we found ground turkey on the economy. So this is what it looks like if you are living here in Italy and you've been wondering what it looks like. This is what it's called, or what you can look for. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years since I started substituting ground beef for ground turkey. So for a while I was continuing to buy it on base, and it's just so expensive. And so I'm really happy with getting it off base. You get, I think, 300 grams, which is just a little shy under a pound. 400 grams equals a pound, for $2.99. Like you just can't beat that. This is really cool. This is where it turns into part of the bakery, and you can just walk up and look at any type of bread that you're looking for. Sometimes they even have like croissants. They have donuts in here as well, and you just kind of pick it up with a scooper, pop it off to the side, and then you bag it up and weigh it similar to the produce, except you don't have to put gloves on, but you do have to weigh it, and a sticker will print out. And then they always have a lot of really sweet treats here as well. There's like macaroons back there, some donuts, a Nutella muffin, and then some like ice cream or gelato cakes, which always look so delicious. Look at that one. Also at the deli, you will find a lot of freshly packaged cheese. So many different types of cheese. I want to show you guys just how cheap the wine is here. This is a Moscato for $3.49. Here, I don't even know what kind that is, for $4.90, well, €1. Here's a Pinot Rosa for $3.49. The wine here is seriously so cheap, and they've got a really good selection here as well. Something that is kind of funny to us is that this is the Hispanic or the Mexican food aisle, and all that they've got to offer are some refried beans, chili con carne. You've got some El Paso salsa dip, some tortillas, corn tortillas and flour. And then they do have some different, like different style of like Doritos, different flavors, and then different types of corn chips. But that's really it. There's not a lot. There's a little bit of hot sauce, some jalapenos, and some taco seasoning or guacamole mix. That's it. There are definitely ways to save even more money when shopping off base as well. So we are in need of some marinara sauce, and you have the Barilla, which is a brand in the States, and also they carry it over here. It's €1.49, or you could go with the generic brand, which is Conad, the store that we're shopping at, for $1.19. They are both the same exact kind and the same amount of weight as well.
You guys will see as Brittany's scanning, every time she scans an item, it automatically populates on this receipt here. So it prints every time she scans.
Whereas in the States, you have to wait for until the end, like when you're done shopping completely, then you get a receipt.
Yep. And then if you bring your own bags, if you put the actual bag on the scale, it'll mess things up. So you gotta put all your items here after you scan it. And then once you finish with your purchase, that's when you put everything into the bag. Good job, baby. Keep it up.
And then you get your actual receipt, and then you also get a receipt when doing self-checkout that you have to scan the barcode on the way out to exit the gate. Okay, put our cart back so we can get our euro back, and now it's time to go to the commissary. Coming back home now, I want to show you guys a quick haul of both the items that we got off base versus on base. So here's everything that we got from Conad, and we spent €49 and some change. And as you can see, we got 2 things of ground turkey, 3 things of chicken breast, 2 packs of lettuce. This isn't something we normally buy, but Steven wanted to try a new whiskey. Grapes, which is over a pound of grapes, by the way, 2 things of cream cheese, some cheese tortellini, 4 potatoes, a can of tomato sauce. We got some bread, and this is honestly one of our favorite breads because it is crustless, which is really, really cool. We're totally gonna miss that when we go back to the States. Bananas, and then half of a watermelon, all for €49. Coming over to what we got from the commissary, it definitely looks very different, but we spent $57 at the commissary, and if you couldn't tell by just looking at it, it honestly doesn't even look like we could make a meal with just what we got. So if that doesn't tell you right off the bat how expensive it is, it's very expensive. We've got some tortilla chips, egg whites, mini bagels. Steven wanted to try some new noodles. We got some ice cream Twix bars again because Steven really liked those. A block of cheese. And this is something that I was referring to when it comes to things that there are just some items that you cannot find off base, and one of them being Colby Jack cheese. You know, if you just like something, you just like something. And that's one of the things that we enjoy, so we do still buy that on base. We've got 3 things of breakfast sausage right here for Steven, 3 cans of tuna, 3 cans of chicken breast, Miracle Whip to go with the tuna, 3 tuna kits for my lunches during the week, 6 eggs, and then a can of refried beans. And that is going to conclude it for this week's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this grocery shop with me and haul, and hopefully you got to see how things are just a little different here. If you're wanting to know what type of meals I'm going to be making with the items I bought this week, I will leave everything down in the description box. And if you currently live overseas, let me know it down in the comments below any tips or tricks that you may have for saving even more money. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. If you guys would like to see more stuff like this, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to do that. Or if you guys just have any questions about anything, I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.